So today we are working on the GTAW process. We got a T-joint here. Got my guy with me. And we want to do the goal is just to give an example. When you're doing the TIG welding process, for those who want to dive into it, this process is more cleaner. You have to focus, you have to be patient, and there's a couple different variables that go with it, from your torch, from your gap angle and travel speed, but you have to make sure that you can see your torch. And the main thing with this is to make sure you're comfortable. Get comfortable, fam. So make sure that you can see it. You see how I pulled this, make sure I got enough room. I always recommend doing a dry run doing this. But for those who are thinking about making the most bang for your buck in the welding industry, TIG welding. If you just want to drop a bead alone, drop a dime and pick up some hundreds, TIG welding. TIG welding, fam. That's why we start them off with TIG welding, because if you learn this process, which is one of the hardest processes, it opens the door to the other processes to make them a whole lot easier to digest and learn. So we're gonna start this off. I'm gonna be doing a T-joint and giving him a good example. Now, did you do this when you first started one? Did you run the T-joint without the filler wire first?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So I always recommend that before you dive into it on putting filler metal into your new joint, I would recommend running the weld alone, and then you'll be fine. But I wouldn't just dive into this without actually doing it. What you got the machine on? Now, I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I want you to see what I'm doing. Now, it could have been a little hotter, but it's okay. And I'm hesitating. You're not in no rush. Now, family, I am freehanding this. Some people will walk the cup on it, but I like freehanded. I wanted to do about half of it, so.
Okay.
So you see here in the beginning, we know we had some trash in it, but that turned out pretty well though. But you keep it in the center, and I was coming up to the top hesitating, like 1, 2. I was doing like small C's. You see that? Now you can go straight into it, but that temperature could have been up a little bit. Could have been up to 100. But since it's about 90, I had time enough to pause and kind of get it in there. But I think you got it though. You want to start off right? Get you start off right where I left off at. And you see, you don't have to really dip if you hold it. So when you're doing joints, if you can hold your filler rod directly where you're gonna go, you ain't really got to dip it. You can keep it there. You can just work your cup and then just move your rod as you go. That makes sense?
Yeah. That's right.
Y'all, the man that stole my mojo that fast. Yep, just take your time. See, that's why it's good to lead by example and always give them a example first, because it helps them get the concept. Practice does make perfect. Welding is all based on muscle memory. Hold up for a second. Welding is always based on muscle memory, but you see how right here you would get it more. You just went too fast and wasn't keeping it in there. So when you take this out, you can come back here and just, you see what I'm saying?
So this is the best way to go up, down.
And you
But
see
like
how far you're going, just
see it.
barely. Yeah, but when you come in, you want to do a C and kind of hesitate. That make sense?
Okay.
Because this process is all based on muscle memory. Once you get it down on knowing what you're doing, it'll click to you. It'll click. Just like it'll click if you do the wrong thing too, you'll go right back to doing that wrong thing. So you don't wanna learn the wrong way of doing it. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I ain't tripping out there. That shit been pissing me out, but I know I keep on doing it just like these.
Yeah, you gonna get it.
Yeah.
You gonna get it.
I'm gonna keep on getting it. Oh Lord. I'm gonna mess with this tomorrow. I'm gonna just go back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Do one, do the other. That's straight, coach.
Yeah, you good.
Do the other, do the other.
Mm-hmm. I can see the penetration, so it looks nice from this side. I'm gonna look around and see how you looking at. All right, see now you staying down. You got the bead down, but you ain't up. There you go. I seen it connect that time. Let me see.
Catch the mojo.
One bad.
Like I'm catching the same muscle memory what I did at first.
You see how you went down? Yeah, but see the only thing you're gonna have to do is just tilt it more.
Like,
Tilt it more towards the center. And then we tapped it a couple times. So let's clean that that tungsten up again. And we'll dive into it. You started off, you caught it, and then you start going back down. He started off doing pretty good, fam, and then he just went back down. See if y'all can see that. Hopefully y'all can see that. But I started off for him, and then he caught it, and then he started going down. But like I say, this is the first one. We're not going to be real critical on him, but we're gonna get it down. But the goal is repetitious, fam. Muscle memory, practice, repetitious. But this process is the bang for your buck. If you're trying to just drop a dime and pick up some hundreds, learn the TIG welding process. And I would recommend learning it on mild steel first. Hold on.